Hey, I'm Nathaniel Foster, the writer-creator of Beatbox and Tune.
Hi everyone, I'm Mac Audio. I'm the artist on Beatbox and Tune.
Welcome to our Kickstarter. First of all, thanks for checking us out. We have an incredible story to tell, and we're really excited to be sharing this comic for the first time. I've been developing this project for a few years now, and now that I've found the right creative team, we're finally making it. And I couldn't be more excited about that fact. I also couldn't be more proud of the team that we've assembled, with Matt Gaudio on art, Brennan Wagner on colors, and Taylor Esposito on letters. These guys have done some incredible stuff throughout their careers, and I can't wait for you to see what they've done with Beatbox and Tune. This is not your average hero story. We believe a hero story is about more than just powers and action. It's really about people, our common struggles that define and challenge us. So what is Beatbox and Tune about? Well, Beatbox and Tune is about brothers, both biological and through bonds of friendship, overcoming their shared and individual traumas as they discover who they are and their place in the world. The early part of this story focuses on the origins of three young men. The first two are Harry and Kirk Hughes, the fraternal twins who become Beatbox and Tune. Harry aspires to be a ballet dancer, which I personally was for a brief period of time. But when tragic injury leaves him unable to achieve his goal, he struggles to find new purpose. Kirk is his brilliant brother and a gifted kid. He found his way through school fairly easily and fit in with most of his peers. Despite being twins and brothers, they don't share the same experiences or struggles, and this will create tension between the two of them. The third young man is Max Malcolm, a survivor of childhood domestic violence and abuse. Through hardship, Max attains the power or the ability to mute all sound by projecting his power over any space. Anyone or anything within these spaces cannot make or hear noise, and Max will find himself in a struggle to use his powers for just ends. These three young men will grow and change and will have to live with the consequences of their decisions.
I think the first thing that jumped out at me when I read the script was Nathaniel's handling of the characters. I think when we really dig into who a person is and the moments that make them who they are, I think it's in those moments that body language and expression are at their most subtle and nuanced. And that's why I think that Nathaniel and I are such a great fit, because he writes complex characters. He writes characters that feel like real people. You know, they're layered, they're by no means one-dimensional. Their consequences have actions, they grow, they evolve, and sometimes they grow in response to their actions, and sometimes they grow in spite of their actions and decisions. One of my great passions in sequential art, and something that I like to pride myself on, is the ability to tell a story through a character's body language and expression. And sometimes that can be overt and over the top and bombastic.
We have some fresh superpowers that have never before been seen in comics, and a creative team that is really dedicating themselves to challenging and pushing the limits of what we believe a comic can be and what the medium can do, specifically in terms of how sound is represented in comics.
We've got Brennan Wagner on colors and Taylor Esposito on letters. Brennan has a wealth of experience coloring comics. We needed someone for Beatbox and Tune whose colors were bold and innovative. Just based on the returns, the first returns that I've seen from Brennan, the pages that we've got up on the site, and of course that gorgeous cover, clearly he was the perfect fit for colors on this story. Lettering, I think by its nature, is underappreciated. When it's done well, it tends to go unnoticed. The other side of that coin is when it's not done well, it can be a huge distraction, and it can really interfere with the readability of any book. Taylor is someone that I've known for a little while. He and I have actually worked together before. He's a prolific letterer in the industry. So again, similar to Brennan, we wanted someone whose lettering work could push the boundaries, but also had that foundation of experience to add solid lettering to an already solid story.
Thank you for supporting Beatbox and Tune. Our story is full of all the right stuff I think a hero story should have. We've got awesome costumes, compelling villains, action, drama, comedy, defining moments, and so much more. The indie comic community is what allows us to tell these stories the way we want them to be told, and every person who contributes is a direct investor in the future of this medium. I believe that these issues set a really important groundwork for the story that is to come, and it's a really exciting way to tell an origin story, and I hope that you guys will enjoy it as much as we've enjoyed making it. And any future issues, if we have additional funding, which would be amazing, then we're going to use those funds to help our creative team get started on the next issues we hope to release.
In addition to such a great story, we want this book to be a visual feast. We want it to be something that you can come back to again and again and go through the panels, and maybe you notice something that you didn't notice the first time on subsequent read-throughs, or maybe you see something done in a totally different way that you've never seen in comics before. I know myself and the rest of us are certainly up to that challenge. We're looking forward to it. Thank you for checking out our Kickstarter. We've got a tremendous story in store for you all, and I'm excited to share it with you.
Thank you so much again for supporting us. It really means the world, and we're excited for you to read what we have.
We know you're going to love Beatbox and Tune.